Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with Sunday night's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 13, A Hairy Situation. Now, family, I'm going to be real honest with y'all. We almost done with the season, and next week there will be no, this week coming up, this Sunday, there will be no episode because I think the Grammys come on. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. We almost through with this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and excuse me, guys. To be honest with you, I'm pretty glad because this season, although it didn't give us as much drama, it has been very juvenile, and considering what we've seen in the past, is not the best for me. But nevertheless, here I am to do my due diligence and give you my opinions on what I saw when I watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta this past Sunday. Again, Season 12, Episode 13, entitled A Hairy Situation. Now, we start off with Eva at the house with her beautiful kids. She got some pretty children. Michael, her husband, is now giving her child with Kevin McCall, Lil Marley, his last name, because we learned he basically raised her. Kevin left right about age 2 months of Marley. I think she's like 5 or 6 now. So, he sees her as his, and she sees him as her dad. Eva, however, is nervous because they are getting ready to head over to the courthouse, and she knows via his social media that Kevin McCall is in Atlanta, Buckhead, I do believe. So she get on the phone like we always do, child. When we nervous, we need a word of encouragement, somebody to build us back up. We call our good Judy, right? For me, I call Simone, but for Eva, she called on Cynthia. And Cynthia tell her, girl, don't worry about it. Just relax. I'm about to get ready to head out to meet the girls, but don't you worry about nothing. I'm going to throw one back for you, but stay strong, be relaxed, because this is just going to be all okay, okay? Then we see Eva go pick up Michael, and they head over to the courthouse, and she's still uneasy. And he's in the car reassuring her that this is a routine thing and not to worry. Everything gonna be all right. They go in, and we see them come out, and now Marley is a Sterling, and Eva is happy, emotional, and everything else. We learned that Michael was even adopted, and that's why it was so important to him to make this child officially a part of their family with him, okay? Now, we don't know about the baby daddy, but he want her to feel like she belonged, and he did the steps necessary. No problems with that. Then we move over to seeing Candy, Marlo, Tanya, and Portia head over to the spa, child. Now, remember, Kenya and Nene got into it the last time they were at that place. Did y'all remember that? Anyway, as they're getting their feet massages, they're talking about Toronto, and they bring up when Kenya was talking about somebody's man cheating. Now, Portia says she thought that it was her, the target was her, because she was saying your man cheating. But as she went on, she realized she was talking about Tanya because she was looking at Tanya. And Tanya even noticed that. She kept saying that lady was beautiful, that Tanya, the person's man, was meeting with, trying to say things, basically telling Tanya, girl, I think your man cheating on you. But Tanya didn't give it any. Like, Tanya is very bubbly. I like her personality. I told you, she's the type of chick I would like to go on vacations with, because she going to be the life of the party. She going to be upbeat, and it's going to be a good time had by all. So she said she wasn't worried about what Kenya was saying, because she ain't going to tear down her house that was built on love. Okay? Marlo asked Candy what she thought, and Candy said that, she didn't really know what to say about that situation. Candy didn't really want to have too much to say or put nothing on there because that ain't her role this season. Candy is the bone carrier. We ain't got no charade, so we're going to go ahead on and use Candy this season. And I ain't mad at her, okay? Just know, ladies, watch what you say. Now, I will say this. I'm highly disappointed yet again about this season because This some high school shit, in my opinion. All these women are better than this. In all the seasons that we have watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we've seen them in complex situations. And you mean to tell me after all the things that we've gone through throughout the seasons of this show's inception, since this show's inception, you mean to tell me we here now? Well, we over here talking about Cynthia said, the cooking lady said. Child, come on. Come on, man. I'm a little bit too old for this type of petty stuff, but I guess they got to do what they got to do to keep this thing going. Anyway, Marlo say, Kenya speak. If Kenya's speaking on this, she knows something. But Tanya said, well, maybe I know something too. And of course, you know what that led to. Child, they wanted to know what she know. We find out that while Tanya was on her last day in Toronto, Kenya called her and said she left something in the room in the hotel and asked Tanya to get it for her. She ends up getting it for her, to bring it back into the States. And she said she got the item and she checked the contents since she was bringing it across the border. She wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing wrong. And it wasn't, but it was a wig in a box. And girl, I almost didn't know what to do. You know what? When she said it was a wig, I wanted to cut the TV off and say, damn the review of this show for the rest of the season. Because you mean to tell me a wig? Girl, I got a closet, a drawer, 5 wig heads full of them. So what are you talking about? We all know that women wear wigs these days, more so now than before. And although we know Kenya got long hair that naturally grows out of her scalp, we also don't think it's that big of a deal if she donned a wig. So fucking what? Marlo up there talking about, I knew it. Bitch, what you knew? Then you see Candace, Cynthia, and Kenya meet up, child. Let's go to the bone carrying, okay? Child, she tells them about the spa and how Portia said Kenya was directing her comments about somebody's man cheating at Tanya. And, of course, Kenya tried to deny it, but Candace said, girl, no, you did do that now. Candace say Tanya told everybody that she had a wig also. And Kenya then began to get really, really pissed off, talking about she thought they had bonded over the IVF conversation. So why is she coming for her now? Now, Kenya is outraged over absolutely nothing. Y'all know I am team twirl all day long, but I ain't with the fuck shit. So here we go. Kenya's now going to be coming for Tanya over the bullshit. It's time to meet up with Eva and her family to celebrate Marley and the new name, and everybody bring their kids. So later on, we see the ladies catch Eva up on everything. And Tanya asked if Candy had delivered Kenya her package. Candy said yes, but I also got to tell you she upset that you told everybody about the wig. Child, she asked Michael for his legal expertise. She said, wouldn't you check someone's packaging if they're asking you to bring it across the border? He said, yes, I would. Plus, that nosy factor. I'd want to know. Hell, they trust me enough to bring it, and it's not sealed. Why not? Cynthia said she felt that Kenya's anger was more so about Tanya telling everybody about what the contents was, not so much about her looking in it. Tanya admitted that once she started talking about my man cheating, trying to break down her house of love, she decided to reciprocate the pettiness with the pettiness of her own. Back to the pettiness of her own. So Tanya's Eva thought that it was funny and said, girl, you done joined the pity party? She said, yeah. I said, okay, Tanya, I guess we're going to see what you have. You're going to be able to walk down petty lane with the rest of the hoes. Okay. Portia go see her mama and sister and tell them that Dennis has reproposed and they want to know what that means. She said, well, basically, we re-engaged. And, of course, Lauren ain't feeling it because she say Dennis is talking that good talk, but is he really willing to put the work in? He also wants to meet up with the family and address them about the situation at hand, Again, in my opinion, family, this is too much family involvement. But whatever, different strokes for different kinds of folks. We see them all meet up, child. He want to apologize, to all of them. Lauren, of course, ain't feeling it because she and her man went through the same thing. And unfortunately, they weren't able to make it. We see Dennis' mom, Diane, Lauren, Portia all meet up. It was all pleasantries at first. And it was cute that the mothers got along from what I see. Dennis admits it's been a hard 2 months. 2 months, my nigga? No, I don't think so. I don't think it was 2 months. Lauren said it was longer, and his mother even agreed it was longer. Dennis pleased all I can say to Dennis is just be real. You know, it seemed like y'all like involving y'all family in the bull, so y'all going on and keep it 100. Keep it a buck, child. He said he was selfish. I said, once again, he not keeping it real. You wasn't selfish, dude. You cheated. Yeah, I guess in a sense you was selfish, but call a thing a thing. We do that on the Real Housewives, okay? Then we get into him feeling offended that Portia and her sister... Portia's mom and her sister didn't call to check on him when they fell apart. Portia said, well, your mama didn't call either. Child, that was crazy to me. Dennis' mama said she didn't feel it was her place. See, this is another example of unrealistic expectation and moving too fast. That's what this is. And this is also the result of putting your family in your business. Overall, he basically just reassured the family that he will not hurt her anymore. But I'm going to end this review by saying keep your family out your personal business. When you and your man get into it, you don't got to go run tell your sister, uncle, cousin, and your mom and them all of what went on. Because you the one is going to one day eventually make up with this dude and get back with him. And the family is still going to be pissed off. Why? Because they ain't got nothing. They're not in love with him. He's not the apple of their eye. He's the problem. He is the one that has hurt their sister, their daughter, their niece, their cousin. See, you keep family out your business, family, and you ain't got to worry about it. Now, some things you can share with your family, but the inside dealings and workings of you and your family should never be discussed with outside people in your family. Because, again, when you make up, the family's still mad. That's it. That's all. Before I lose my damn voice, y'all know I'm dealing with the flu, but as always, I got to try to do my thing down here. Remember, in closing, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on the YouTube streets. Comment down below in the panel. Let me know what you feel about this episode, my opinions on dealing with relationships and how to keep your family out of your inner circle in your relationship. You don't need to have them all in the business. Let me know what you think about that. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, first of all, what is you waiting on, baby? He just blurted out what he wanted to say, didn't he? Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel by now, please subscribe to this channel as well as my backup channel. A link to the backup channel is always in the pin. It's in the description box below the title of the video. Subscribe to both of your channels, both of my channels today. Also tap your notification bell button and set that thing to all so that each and every time I come through, you are going to be notified and you can come over and say what's good to the lady. Okay? That's it. That's all. I will see you guys for the next video, which will be the haves and have-nots. Have a great remainder to your week, and I'm out. Peace.